beautiful people. I welcome you to Life Worth Sharing. Today, I'm thrilled to share with you the ultimate guide to making the most delicious bread with minimal effort. Yes, you heard me right. Get ready to embark on the culinary journey that is going to get you craving homemade bread every day. Say bye-bye to store-made loaves as we dive into the easiest, the simplest, and the tastiest bread recipe you ever need. So I have here with me flour, powdered milk, yeast, margarine or butter, sugar, oil, and salt. Yes, that's all you need. You have almost everything in your kitchen. Yes, though you keep buying bread. Let's get into it. So now, we have our bowl here. That's our mixing bowl. We are going to pour our warm water. It should be warm water. It shouldn't be hot. It shouldn't be cold. Just warm water. I'm going to show in the description box the measurements you need for any of the ingredients here, okay? So let's get our warm water. We are going to pour our yeast inside. Okay, so this is our dry yeast. This yeast is already activated, but it's an instant dry yeast. So if you are using one that needs to be activated, you leave it for a while. But okay, so with this bread recipe, you don't even need a machine. All you need is your hands. Like, you don't need, it's not difficult at all. It's just like a 10 minutes job and you are done. Okay, so yeast is a very good companion to sugar. Sugar helps to activate the yeast. So let's put in our sugar. The sugar is dependent on how sweet you love your bread. Yes, it's very dependent on that. You don't need to measure your sugar. Like, it's very dependent on yourself. So yeah, that's our sugar. Now, this is our powdered milk. I didn't leave the yeast for a very long time because it's an instant yeast, as I mentioned. If your yeast is not an instant yeast, then you would have to leave it for like 5 to 8 minutes. Okay. If you realize, I did not add salt. Salt is not a good friend to yeast at all. So salt can be the last thing you add, or you can even put it into your flour. It's better that way, because if you put it into the yeast, it's gonna destroy the work of the yeast. So no salt at this moment. Okay, so now we have here our warm water, our dry yeast, our powdered milk. Now what next? We've done everything. All we need now is our salt. So if you realize, see what I'm doing? I'm putting the salt into the flour. I'm not putting it directly into the yeast mixture. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to put everything in the description box. This is so easy. I'm sure most of us have, you have butter, you have powdered milk, you have sugar, you have salt, you have flour. So the only thing you need here is yeast, and you're good. That's all you need for bread. Ever since I got to know this recipe, I've never bought bread out before. I want to make it as easy as possible so that everybody can make this. Let's see the mess here. So let me use my hand. Maybe someone do not have a whisk machine or anything, so let's just use our hand. Sorry, my hand is washed already. So just mix the whole ingredients. You make sure it's not runny, at the same time it's not too dry, it's moist. Yeah, let me use that word. So you see, no machine needed, and you have the most delicious bread. I mean, if you have a machine, oh la la la, good for you. But this recipe is for everybody. People who have a machine, those who do not have. You know, when you make your own bread in the house, at least with the health caution going around and everything, like everybody wants to be healthy now. You know what exactly you are eating. You know your ingredients. Okay, so it's almost done. Okay, so our mixture is ready. Interesting. So now our butter comes to play its role. You can use butter, you can use margarine. So you mix. Okay, so your butter, you mix your butter into your loaf. You make sure your butter is room temperature. It's not cold, it's not hot, it's just room temperature, okay? So normally if you have a machine, the machine will be doing this job for you. But for the benefit of those who do not have the machine, you can even use this for business. There's so many opportunities around this, but it's difficult for us to grab. When you're using your hand, I mean, it's not that easy, but it's okay. At least when you're done, you even forget. When you're done and you're enjoying your bread, you forget you went through all this. So yeah, as we are mixing our butter with our bread, I want to talk about something. So, yesterday, I was on TikTok and I saw this video. A lady had taken her life and that of her 2 little ones. So when I saw it, like, I mean, my human reaction would be, oh my God, that's so sad. Why would someone do that to herself? Then, guess what? I decided to read the comments. Like, I was like, okay, what happened? I just wanted to know I mean, the story behind her taking her life. So I decided to read the comments to know, like, the actual story. So, I started reading the comments and I was sad. I was so sad. Like, is this where the world has gotten to? If, say, there are 1,000 comments, 40% we're talking about how they are thinking about doing that to themselves. And these are all ladies. They were tired of life. Life is not treating them fairly. Some have children and they're even thinking about taking their children. Other people are saying they want to do it, but they wouldn't touch their children. Other people are saying, I want to do that, but I look at my children and it saddens me and I don't want to do it. This is so sad. And I ask myself, has life ever been easy? Life is not easy. I don't know who is struggling out there. Life is not easy, I know. You see, I feel like a lot of people show false things on social media and it's affecting us. Like, you see people having the rosy life, I mean the luxurious life, and you feel like, so where did I go wrong? Why me? Yeah. But most of the time, they just do it for the camera. Some of them are struggling more than you are. Some of them are in very abusive relationships. I mean, name it. People are struggling. They wouldn't tell you. And you will sit in your homes and you think life is unfair, blah, 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 blah. But trust me, it's not easy anywhere. Put your trust in God. Everything is going to get better. When the rain falls, definitely it's going to stop. When the storm comes, it's going to stop definitely. It's not going to be stormy all the time. It's not going to be sunny all the time. There are times and seasons. There is a time to cry, a time to laugh. So when the time for crying comes, do not give up. There is always a brighter light at the end of the tunnel. I'm here to encourage someone. The person you are seeing with the rosy life, the person you are seeing that you admire so much, did not start from being rosy, did not start from where they are. They have their stories. Some of them, if they tell you their stories, you will marvel. Some of them are struggling with sicknesses, terminal diseases, name it. You have life. Like, I felt so bad. Yesterday, I couldn't sleep. I felt so bad. I was like, why would someone do this? And the comments, oh my God. Is this where life has gotten to? So many people want to take their lives? This is so bad. And I encourage ladies there. Some of them, I feel like, you see, there's something called postpartum depression. It's something I really want to talk about because I went through it when I gave birth to my boy. I went through it and it wasn't easy. Most of them, they are going through depression and they don't even know about it. I feel like it's something we need to talk about as ladies. I mean, men also go through their own struggles, but with what I saw yesterday, seriously, my sisters out there, see, when you read the Bible, it says, sorrow endureth the night, but joy comes in the morning. My understanding to that verse is, you see, when we go to bed to sleep, like, it wouldn't be long and morning comes. But guess what? When you wake up, you do so many activities before the night comes. So that tells you, yes, in as much as you are going through pain, you are going through tribulation, you are going through trials, I mean, name it, you are going through so many things that you cannot mention. Some of you, baby daddy wahala, some of you, poverty, some of you getting jobs, some of you, like a whole lot. Some of you, your bosses are giving you headache, some of you broken hearts, some of you marriages, abusive marriages. I mean, yes, everybody has their own struggle, but it gets better. It gets better. Do you know why I'm still doing this? I want to activate the gluten so that, like, to become like slimy, like, yeah. That's what makes our bread very rich. Yeah. So I feel like it's well mixed. So you see, I just mixed the mixture with some margarine, and we are good. So this are yes. We put it in. We put it here. Now it needs heat. But right now the weather is very cold, so I'm going to cover it with this cling rubber, so it gets a lot of heat. Okay, I'll come back to our conversation, but let's do this first. You can see this. Okay, so we are going to let the heat make this loaf double in size. So this is going to stay here for like 30 to 45 minutes. Let's say 45 minutes. And we want it to rise very high. I mean, it should double in size. So you see, we didn't use any machine. We didn't use a mixer to do this. We used our hand to do everything. That's why I told you this is the very simplest bread recipe. As I told you, the weather is very, very cold here, so I have to make it get enough heat. I'm still going to cover it with some napkins. Okay. That's not thick enough. I'm going to cover it with another. The weather is very, very cold here. It's very cold, so where should I put it to get enough heat? Let me put it in the oven. The oven is not on. I'm just putting it there because I need the heat, so my loaf will double in size. So yeah, let's have a conversation while we wait. I feel like so many people are struggling with so many things. I don't know why I'm touched to talk about this, but I'm praying that my little words, like my little words of encouragement, is going to change someone's mind, because reading those comments made me realize, like, wow, like, you know, when we were young, you hear someone has taken their life and it was such a big deal, but lately it has become like a fashion. Like, I remember about 2 weeks ago, I was on social media. I saw this video of a nice lady. I would say about between 23 to 27 years. I can't tell the age. This lady was just saying bye, and she's gonna miss her friends and her family, and it was nice doing this life with them, and blah blah blah. She was just about to take her life, and guess what? The next thing I saw in the video, the lady was actually dead. She wasn't joking about it. She was actually gone, and it was a funeral. I feel like we can make a difference in each other's life. If you have the chance to make that difference in someone's life, encourage someone, speak to someone, pick a phone, call someone. Sometimes, you know, we have become so busy in life in search for greener pastures, in search for money, like that. I mean, yeah, you need to, like, with the way the world is going, you have no choice than to look for this thing we are all chasing, this paper, we are money. But in the process of doing it, we shouldn't forget our loved ones. We shouldn't just assume everybody is okay. Try and call someone. Yesterday, it gave me a wake-up call, because I can imagine how I'll feel. Yesterday got me thinking. I was just imagining, so what if I'm there and I hear my so-and-so friend did something like this to herself? Like,
I would blame myself too much. I would ask myself, could I have made a difference? We all have the chance today to pick a phone, call someone, visit someone, try and take someone out if you can. Like, nothing expensive. Just try. The little things in life, they matter so much. Try and make that difference. Share a word of encouragement with someone. Try and know what is going on in another person's life. Like, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I feel like, wow. In fact, yesterday's comment section, it got me somewhere else. And if you are in that situation that you are thinking about something like that, I don't even want to mention the name. If you're thinking about something like that, please don't do that. There is hope. There is hope, even in the darkest moments. Trust me, there is hope. It will be so painful to do this, and you realize at the other side of life that you had so much potential. Imagine if the greatest person is going to be giving birth, like you are going to give birth to the greatest person and do this to yourself. You're going to deny that person the right to live. Like, don't do this to yourself. Don't harm yourself. If you need to speak to a trusted friend, a family member, or you need to speak to a health professional, kindly do that. Please, taking your life should be the last. It shouldn't even be an option. Like, it shouldn't be an option at all. At all. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me. I have been in bad situations. I've been in like very sad situations, but never did it occur to me. Like, it's the last thing you should think about as a Christian, as a Muslim, as a spiritual person, as a non-believer, whatever you believe in. I don't think taking your life is the best option. Please speak to someone. Speak to someone. Don't do it. It wouldn't help you. It wouldn't help you. Harm your loved ones. You matter. You matter. You are loved. Okay? Whoever is listening to me, you are loved. Sometimes it's so painful that when people die, that's the only time we are able to express how much we loved them, how much we admired them, how much they meant so much to us. Trust me, like, now that we are alive, now that people are alive, pick a phone, call a friend, tell the person how much you care about them. Let us express genuine love for each other. Let us be each other's keeper. It's like we are busy chasing paper, and wow. Anyways, I'm sure I've said enough, and even if you need to reach out to me, please kindly do. I'll be happy to hear you. I'll be happy to speak to you. I'll be happy to make that difference. Anyways, our loaf is in the oven. I mean, it's not on, just for heat. So it's been like 45 to 1 hour. Let's check on our loaf and see how far. Wow, it's actually, ouch. Can you see what I'm seeing? Yeah. I told you it's gonna double in size. So yeah, we have something good going on here. Okay. So it tells you our loaf is really ready. We are gonna have the yummiest bread. Can't wait. This looks so good, and it's smelling so good. I can actually smell bread right now. So, my hands are washed already. Poof! Let me put a little butter so it doesn't stick. Poof, poof, poof. I'm just trying to break all the bubbles inside now. See it. Yes. So, some people would put oil inside together with the butter.
if you want your bread to be like moist for days, like in my house like this bread wouldn't even last a day. Like they're gonna eat everything because it's very nice. You really enjoy it. Like it's so yummy. They're gonna enjoy it. Within a day, everything will be gone. I mean, this bread is very big, but within a day, they're gonna finish everything. So if you want your loaf, if you think your loaf is gonna be there for like 3 days and you want it to still be like to have that moisture, yeah, you add a little bit of oil. You understand? You add a little bit of oil and you just make sure okay. So I'm doing this the last process, then it will go into the oven. Now we are ready to divide our loaf into two so that you put it in the pan for baking. I told you we are not using any sort of machine. We are making the simplest form so anyone can do it. If you have the measuring machine, you can just measure it, and no need, you can just use your hand to also gauge. Okay. So this is where I do this because I want all the bubbles to leave my bread. So we are making it as flat as possible so we can fold it nicely. So you see, with just 6 ingredients, you've made bread. Okay, so it's flat enough. Sorry, it's flat enough. Now you're going to fold it nicely. So when you do this, you realize it doesn't make you get those bubbles in your bread. Okay, so let's not forget this process. Let's put our sheet into the pan. It's a non-stick, but I always do this. I don't know why. Maybe I have trust issues. Even though it's non-stick, it's a non-stick pan, but I have trust issues. So, in as much as they say it's non-stick, so our baking sheet is here. I'm gonna put this inside. You need to be perfect. I mean, very simple. So we'll cover this while we do the other one. This can be covered for just 5 minutes. Let's leave it here for 5 minutes. If your oven takes long to heat, then by this time you should put it on preheat so that the oven gets hot. Ready? This bread looks very big. Looks very, very big. Very, very big. So we do the same thing to this pan as well. As I said. So I'm sure this one is ready. So let's just a little oil. A little oil on top of the bread. Okay. I told you the weather is very cold here, so it's not able to rise very fast. I'm sure it's fine. The bread is not able to rise very fast because no matter how many napkins I use, it just wouldn't rise. Okay, so we are going to put this in our oven. So we are going to bake at 175 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. Okay. So we just be patient. This is going to bake for 25 minutes. If you want your bread browner, then it's going to take 30 minutes. Yeah, so let's patiently wait while our beautiful bread, our yummy bread, our delicious bread gets ready. Okay, lovely people, so our 30 minutes is here. I normally like my bread brown. So let's take it out. You should always protect yourself when you're going in there. I've learned the hard way. Ah, yummy. It's not just looking beautiful, it actually tastes very nice. Trust me on this. Ah. I'm coming. Yo. We have a homemade bread. You know the right ingredients you put inside. We are sure the water you used. We are sure about everything. That's the good thing about making things by yourself, you know. Immediately you take it out. You do this. If you don't, the bread is gonna be hard. Like the outer parts, the top parts, is gonna be hard if you don't brush the butter or oil on it. Okay. I did it. And the other time I baked bread, I put butter on one. I didn't put butter on the other one. Trust me, I didn't like how the other one. Nothing changed. The only thing is this part of the bread became very, very hard. So I learned the hard way. Ooh. Let's see. Ooh. The unveiling. It's very hot. Let's see how our bread turned out. Oh, this is very hot. Okay, it's very hot, so the knife wouldn't help. Let me do this. Hey, see something. Just see something. So funny. Okay, see. Oh, this is so hot. Can you see our bread? Ah, yummy. A little butter wouldn't help. Wouldn't hurt. very nice. The whole house is smelling bread. Like this place is smelling like a bakery. So, my beautiful viewers, as we conclude on this beautiful journey of bread making bliss, I hope you feel very inspired to bring the warmth and the aroma of freshly baked bread into your homes. Remember, a homemade bread is just a recipe away, yeah? Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Share your baking adventures with us in the comment section below. We'd love to explore with you. Until next time, happy baking. And yeah, the name is Life Worth Sharing. If it's not worth it, we ain't sharing. We love you. Bye.